Father O'Flynn. Now for this descending up and ascending arpeggio that starts the tune, there's any number of fingering permutations possible. You need to shift so that you can at least be on the D with your second finger at the end of the phrase. I find really the easiest and most sure-footed way to do this to use only two fingers and use 1 and 2 jumping over each other. Try it. Try it until it becomes fluent, and you'll see that actually it's very fast and accurate. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The next phrase, if you play it on the row, you could also use the outer row. The same phrase. In the second part. This is an A chord here, and it's on the push, so it's good to grace the those 3 A's with your outer row F sharp, C sharp I should say. Or on the row. Your choice there. And this is a good tune to practice classic 5-note rolls, which I tend to disparage somewhat in these series of clips, but they can be useful. And the nice thing about this tune, you have a lot of D, C sharp, D figures, and C sharp being in key, you can safely do a roll here without offending anybody. Which is not quite the same as, that's just a grace note before the figure. For the roll you hang on to the D a bit longer. You could possibly do it on the high F sharp here. Sounds a little bit funkier because of the F natural grace note. If you did that also, you could make use of your outer row F sharp for the next note. Or just repeat it again on the same row, or do another grace. There's some choices. for this tune, Father of Flint. I'll just show you briefly the chord structure that I would tend to use without getting into how you might accompany it, but the tune is basically, first part is basically all D and A. D, so you could play that just as well on a melodeon one-row box with only two basses. In the second part, though, we do need a couple more chords. E, A, that's G, and don't be frightened if you have E major chord on your box, because it'll actually suit quite well. I'm playing mine with the thirds removed here, but if it were a major chord, it would still sound okay. And so Bob's your uncle. If you had a 12 bass box with some unusual chords, or even if you had an 8 bass box, if you had a B minor on the push, which you probably won't have, you could do something like this. B minor, F sharp minor, recognize that? Bit of fun anyway. Father of Flint.